Hello, welcome back to the channel. I have been waiting for months for the Jonsbo N5 case. Now it's finally here and I want to take a look at it. So as you can see right here, here it is. I did just go ahead and take a look inside, but now I'm going to go ahead and open it up and show you guys everything. So here it is in all of its glory. You can see that we got some accessories in the box here. We got a manual. We got a screwdriver for opening up the case, which is quite nice. Some SSD screws, some zip ties. And then we got here, that's for all the hard drives. So you can mount these on the hard drives to make them hot swappable. I can go ahead and show you in a bit, but it's very cool. And then we have a few dust filters for the case itself. Alright, so here's the case up close. You can see we have this little cloth Jonsbo tab right here. You can go ahead and pull that to open up where all of the drives are gonna be. This is just magnetic. You can see that we have space for 8 drives right here and 4 drives right here. Now the 8 drives here will have LED indicators, as you can see right here, but these 4 will not. I think that's a shame. I think Jonsbo could have added that. They could have added it up here or put it over here as well. That's just my opinion. You can see that we have a power button, USB 3.0 and USB-C. And then we have some grill here with, I think there is a dust filter inside, and then you can put fans that also draw in air here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and screw up these screws here so we can take off the top part and have a look inside the case. Alright, so I did go ahead and unscrew these 6 screws right here. Now I used my own screwdriver, but Jonsbo does include a screwdriver that you need for this kind of screw head right here. I went ahead and took them off, and then I lifted off the roofing or whatever you call that, and then we can actually see that we have access to where the motherboard can sit. So we have a motherboard cutout right here. So that means your motherboard will be sitting right here, and you have of course space for GPUs. You have a fan included, and then you can actually add like water coolers or fans all along here if you want, as well as all along here. You have cable routing that goes down here. And then you actually also have the ability to add even more fans in the front, as I mentioned before. Now you can also go ahead and screw the front off. If you take these screws, you can probably pop this one out. Now taking a look at the back here, you can see that we can unscrew this segment up here by unscrewing that, and then get access to installing GPUs or other PCIe accessories. And we do also have 2 exhaust fans included by the drive room. So that's good. I think I will be swapping them out to Noctua when I eventually do a build. And then as you can see here, we have space for a hard drive. I believe you can, a power supply. I believe you can configure it to pull in fresh air from out here or to pull in air from the room in here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew these and see if I can get this panel off to show you what's inside. Alright, so after unscrewing these 4 screws that are here, I can actually lift out this whole segment where the fans are attached. And go ahead and put this on here carefully. And as you can see in here, we are looking at the drive bay. The back of the drive bay, we have this backplane that actually powers up and wires up every single bit of the drives. You can see that you can add power and SATA power and Molex power, and then the data cables. And you have the same for the 4 drives that's sitting over here. And then you have the connector here for the LEDs that this one is lacking, unfortunately. And then you have a little pillow or whatever you call this, dampening material to hold the power supply. As you can also see, you have a little bit of a fan hub, if you can see that right there, where you can actually connect there's one there and there's one there. You can connect the 2 fans that are sitting here to this backplane, and I think it will help control the fans, or at least power them. I'm not entirely sure about that yet. But all in all, this is a really, really cool case. You can fit 12 hard drives in this little form factor cube kind of thing. It's been long awaited for me, and I'm really looking forward to doing a build in it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you now how you can install a hard drive, and I'll be right back. Alright, so as you can see, I went ahead and removed the front cover again. Then I took a random hard drive I had laying around, and I installed the little screws and the rubber grommets, and then this ribbon cable or whatever you call it. It's not a ribbon cable, but and the idea is that you have to basically slide it in to the mounts, and as you can see, it's done kind of like this. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to align it, and I'll try to film it. And then as you can see, it will basically fit like a glove, very snug. And now, just like that, this disk is connected. And then you do that for every single disk, and you'll be able to have 8 disks right here and 4 disks right here. All right, now included in the box, there was a couple of dust filters. Now this dust filter is supposed to go on this area right here, something like that. You of course have to remove the magnetic sticker. And the reason for that is that because then you can have a dust filter where your power supply will draw in fresh air. And then the other 2 is larger ones. And the point is that they are supposed to be sitting something like this, probably something like this, on each side, so that you can draw in fresh air from the sides, also with dust filters. So all in all, I think it's a very great design, and I really like it. All right, so that was a quick little tour of the Jonsbo N5 NAS case. If you like this kind of stuff, then maybe consider subscribing, because I am planning to build a very large server inside of this case and do a full build video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching.